What's up, you guys? So real quick before we start this video, I just want to remind you that if you haven't seen the previous video, this shirt is now officially released. So if you guys are interested in this shirt, go check it out. It's at neverfinish.com. The link is in the description. And remember, the first 50 orders is going to get a free vinyl sticker of the Never Finished official logo. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Let's get into the video. What's up, you guys? So today is a huge day. Today is the day we're getting pro-tuned. I am so excited for this. You guys have waited and I've been waiting, and it's finally here. So I need to hurry up and get down to Santa Clarita, down to Yimi Sport Tuning, and it's gonna be about an hour drive or so, which isn't too bad, but I'm running a couple of minutes late. So I had to get my car washed because it was filthy and I didn't have time, unfortunately, to hand wash it. So I just went through one of those no touching drive-through car washes, which, you know, it did an okay job. But we're gonna go down there and get the car on the dyno, get all the parts on, and just kind of go over everything that's gonna happen and show you guys the process. So let's go. So we finally made it to Yimi Sport Tuning, and we are here. They have the car up on the lift. They're gonna start doing the dyno pulls in a little bit. They have a lot going on, so I'm not gonna try and get in people's faces too much, just out of respect for their work area. I don't want to get in there way too much, so I'm just gonna be walking around showing you guys the pulls and show you guys the numbers and, you know, all of that stuff. So yeah, we're just hanging out, having a good time, and let's keep going. So the car's still up on the lift. They're basically just taking off the Turboback, the stock J-pipe, downpipe, and they're going to be putting on the ETS one, and then they're also going to be installing the EGR as well as TGV Deletes, as well as a Grimspeed electronic boost controller. So that's everything that's going on the car, as well as the tune. If you guys are in the area, you guys are even in the Southern California area, near Santa Clarita, I highly recommend Yimi. It's been nothing short of an awesome experience so far. I was talking to somebody actually outside. He has a 2012 STI, and he's been running Yimi's tune since 10,000 miles on his car back in 2012. So, and he couldn't be happier with it. So that really makes me feel good about this tune and what they're doing. And I know that my car is definitely in good hands right now. So I'm super pumped about it. I don't know if you guys remember seeing it, but we've had this car in a couple of our videos now. It was at Subifest 2016 and is also at Formula Drift Weekend. So this is Yimi's home built car. This is their car that they have put together and they put out and race. It's pretty awesome to see that. They have another car outside. That's pretty awesome to see that.
Compression test and then check the cam timing as well.
Okay.
Just to make sure all the marks line up and stuff there. Certainly not out of the question. I mean, depending on what the history of the motor is. Yep, pump on the inside, so let's build. Here we go.
Finally done at Yimi. That was a long process, but it was well worth it. I was there from 10 to now 7, but we had a lot of installs. We actually got a bad electronic boost controller. It was like the first one they've ever seen, so they had to swap that out real quick. But other than that, everything went super smooth. I'm actually really happy with the results. I was expecting to get around 290 if I was lucky. I don't know where I was before this, but I was thinking probably like 290, but I actually made 300 max horsepower, and the max torque was 322, so that was really surprising to me. I didn't think I was gonna make 300, and I actually just barely made it, so that was really exciting to see. That was awesome. So I'm actually now running 19 PSI. I think he said in the middle, kind of mid-range is gonna be 19. I think he said like 15 in the higher range. Yeah, it's a complete difference. And I didn't make it out of third gear just driving to this parking lot just down the street. And I can tell you already that it's driving so much better. I heard him talking to somebody earlier how when he tunes these cars, you know, especially with the 15 WRXs and up, mine being the 2017, he tries to match your acceleration with how much you're putting down on the pedal, because on these cars, if you've driven this car, you know, a fair amount, you know that if you put, you know, 50% down on the pedal, on the gas pedal, that's like, you know, probably 80% of the power you're giving out, and then that last 50% or 60%, 50 or 40% that if you just floor it after that, there's not going to be that much more coming out of the power. So and it just seems so much smoother. I mean, going from stock to Cobb's tune was a world's difference, and then this from Cobb's tune is just completely like on another level. So thank you to Yimi. If you guys are in this area, I definitely highly recommended them. They did an amazing job. They were very detail oriented in what they did. And Paul, everybody says this, but Paul is the guy to go to with these cars. Like he seems to know. He's like a calculator when it comes to this kind of stuff. He just knows, it seems like anything there is to know. So thank you, Paul. Thank you, Yimi. I will definitely be going back to them again if you're in the area. They're in Santa Clarita, but you know, I drove out. So if you're in the area, definitely check them out.
Oh, you're totally cool. You're not gonna have to take it now. Oh, jeez. Ooh, that feels so good. So much faster, actually.
Yeah.